welcome to Golden Creations. My name's Karina, and today we will be making a Maui theme centerpiece from the movie Moana. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to create the body of the Maui by measuring around the vase and then just cutting it out. Okay, now once we cut it out, we're gonna measure on how much of the vase we need to cover, because we are gonna cut also the rest of the pieces on it. So it'll be like half of this. So it'll be like around 6 inches. So it's basically like 6 by 11 inches. It will vary depending on what type of vase you use for the project. Okay, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my glue gun. I will plug it in and then I'm going to glue that. Or a hack, what you can do is, if you don't want to mess up your vase, you can put like a little piece of tape and then just glue the part to the tape. That way when you are done with it, you can just take off the tape and then you won't mess up the vase. I will go ahead and stencil on the paper, and I'm doing a 1, but you can do a 2 if your daughter or son is turning 2, or a 3. It doesn't. I'm just using a 1 just because. Okay, so you can get your Sharpie. I put 3 just because sometimes the ink runs out. And you don't have to use a Sharpie. You can also use black paint. Okay, so now I'm gonna glue the body on the base. I'm gonna do the hack by using the piece of tape I was talking about earlier. I'm just gonna put it on and then I'm just gonna start gluing. So there you go. Okay, so now we're gonna measure the string we're gonna use to make Maui's skirt. We're gonna just measure around it, and you can either measure and you can tie it, or you can just glue it with your glue gun, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna glue it with the glue gun. So I'm just gonna measure it really. I'm not gonna leave any slack on it. Okay, so now we're gonna take, you can use streamer or you can use tissue paper or just green scrapbook paper. It doesn't really matter what you use. Whatever you have, you can use. So now what I'm doing is I'm just folding it. That way you save up time, and that way when you cut out the leaves, you cut out a lot at a time. And then now I'm just gonna, you don't have to really like draw a leaf, you can just go with it. I'm just gonna do 2 curvy lines to kind of make it seem like it's a leaf. And there you go, see? Not a lot at a time. So now we're gonna glue the leaves on the string to make the skirt, and you can hold it down with anything. I'm gonna use the base. And you can get your glue gun and just start putting little dots everywhere, and then just putting your leaf on it. Okay, so now we're done, and we'll just get it out. And then what I like to do is, instead of using the part where you glue them on, I like to use the part where you can see the string, just because on the movie you can actually see the string on top of his leaves. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll put it more on the bottom just so the one you can still see it very good. And now I'm just gonna put little dots of glue on the back and just glue it. And there we go, we're done with the bottom part. Okay, so now that we're done with this, we're gonna put our glue gun to the side. We're gonna get our black paper, which is gonna be Maui's hair. And we're gonna measure it around, kind of like what we did with the brown paper, but this time we're actually just gonna measure around the base, but not covering the number, just because we don't wanna cover the number. And then we cut this out, and then we're gonna measure how long we want. Okay. Now Maui's hair is pretty long on the movie, so we're gonna measure it maybe like, I would say 1/3 of the one up. So we're gonna cut it like that.
Good.
Yeah, almost 9 inches to 3, so 3 by 9 basically. And also the reason I did it a bit long is because once we curl the little curls that will be Maui's hair, it will get a little shorter. So that's the reason why you also want to do it a little bit longer than what you're going for. And now what I'm going to do is just cut little strips all around. And just leave like a tiny bit on the top. And just do that the whole way until you're done with the whole paper. And they don't have to be perfect lines, because once you're coloring, you won't really be able to tell. So now what I'm going to do is basically, you're just going to twist them. Okay, so I'm like holding it and twisting it. A little piece, and then holding the other piece and twisting it. Don't try to twist it all at the same time, just because that might rip the paper. Just hold it, twist, and then scoot your finger, hold and twist, scoot your finger, hold and twist. And there we go. See, we have 3 curls. And that's the reason I was telling you, because like you can compare between this one and see how it got shorter when you twisted it. And you'll just do that for the rest of them. Just hold and twist. Okay, so see, I'm almost done now, and you can tell, look at all the little curls. Okay, so I'm almost done here, and I did do the left and right for each of them, just so they wouldn't stick together. And here's the final product. Now we're gonna just glue it on. Okay, so now we're gonna glue the hair to the vase, and remember, you can put tape if you don't want to if you want to reuse the base, but I'm just gonna glue it right on top just because I'm gonna keep it like this. And just put a little bit of glue on this side. And there we go. We're done with the hair. Okay, now we're gonna make the necklace that Maui has for the vase. And now we're gonna just measure around it, the vase. And on this one I am gonna tie it just because I would think like Maui's necklace is tied. Now here I just drew a different assortment of teeth, which is basically I guess with the different animals he defeated. You can probably make them a bit small, and we'll just glue it on the string once we cut it out, and then kind of angle it that way it kind of looks like a necklace. So now we're going to glue the teeth to the string, and they don't have to be in a specific order. But I'm going to put the biggest one in the middle, and then just the rest of them on the sides. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna angle this so it looks like it's hanging from his body. And I'm gonna glue it on the top. Right in the middle. And there we go. There you have the Maui's necklace. Okay, and now this step, it's just optional to put sand and shells inside the vase. You can put anything you like, rocks, pebbles. But I like to stay with the theme just because the movie does take place like in islands and stuff. So you'll just put some sand inside if you'd like to. Okay, I like to fill it up like it's basically where the brown part is at, and then I'll just put the shells just as decorations on the top. And you can buy them, or if you have some from like maybe you went to a beach or something, you can just put them on top. And there you go. Alright guys, that'll be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to see more of Golden Creations. Also, if you have any other suggestions on what you would like for me to create, please leave it in the comments below and I'll try my best to make it happen. I'll see you on my next video. Bye!